Have you ever wondered when it rains where all the water goes? My name is Valeria. I'm a passionate environmental educator at the Snohomish Conservation District, and today I'm going to be walking on Jennings Park. Myself, Sarah, and Michaela are going to talk to you about where the water flows, what plants impact the water, the pollution problems that Jennings Park is facing right now, and what you can do to help.
Hi, my name is Michaela. I work with the Snohomish Conservation District, and today you are going to get a vocabulary word for this lesson. Our vocabulary word is native plants. Right here I have an example of a western red cedar. It is an excellent native plant because its root structure filters out the water. And the beautiful part about that is going to be our vocabulary word and our hand motion. So if all of you could please stand up while you're watching, I want you to stick your hands out and have those roots ready to go, because Valeria and I are going to say, what's the power of native plants? You are going to stick out your hand and you are going to say, filters water. All right, let's do it together. What's the power of native plants? They filter water. Excellent, thank you. You're going to be hearing this throughout the lesson, so please feel free to stand up and join us when you do that.
Hi everyone, my name's Sarah and I work at Snohomish Conservation District. Behind me is a huge field of reed canary grass, and these are one of the invasives that we're trying to get rid of at Jennings Park in Marysville. So the issue with reed canary grass is that it forms dense mats and it makes it hard for other native plants to establish in this area, and that's part of this restoration project. So reed canary grass really likes open, wet areas, and as you could probably see the water behind me a little bit, it's very wet here, it's very open, and it's a prime area for reed canary grass to grow and be successful in this specific environment. One thing that reed canary grass does not provide is food cover for other wildlife. It can even be a barrier to salmon where they're trying to migrate up or downstream. And so being able to get rid of this reed canary grass is one of our top priorities here at Jennings Park. One of the best ways to identify reed canary grass is to pull the leaf from its stem, and you can see that little ligule right there. That is one key characteristic of identifying reed canary grass in the field. Now that we've learned about reed canary grass, we're going to talk about a strategy to how to control it. So here at Jennings Park, we're using native plants to help eradicate reed canary grass. So as they get bigger and stronger, they're going to be like the trees and shrubs behind me to grow up big and strong and then help shade out this reed canary grass to get rid of it for good. And not only do native plants help shade out reed canary grass to get rid of it, but they also improve water quality. So what's the power of native plants? They filter water.
So at the beginning of the video, we asked the question, when it rains, where does the water go? And to answer that, I'm going to tell you about watersheds. So watershed is an area of land where all the water flows down to the lowest point. So the way I like to think about it is as a bathtub. When you take a shower, all that water comes down and it eventually ends up in the lowest point, which is the drain. So in a natural landscape like here in Marysville, when it rains, the water sheds over the land to the lowest point, which is Jennings Park. So when it rains, do you think the water carries stuff with it? If your answer is yes, then you're right. When it rains, it can carry dog poop, oil, and fertilizer, and it ends up in our waterways where we don't want it to be. One way that we can help filter out those pollutants is by slowing down the flow of the water and helping filter those pollutants out with native plants. Because as we know, native plants help filter water.
Now that you've learned about the water quality issues facing Jennings Park, I'd like to tell you about some solutions that you can implement in your community and in Jennings Park to help the water quality. The first one is right here. You can bag up your dog's pet waste or friends Any dog that you might know, picking up dog poop, putting it in a trash bag, and throwing it away is the best solution for handling dog poop for our water quality. And that in large part is due to the fact that we don't have any other systems in place to really get the parasites out of our dog poop. So remember, bag it and throw it in the trash. A great solution that you can also do is incorporating rain barrels into your community. One type of rain barrel style is it takes water that comes off of roofs and attaches to that downspout, and it slows that water down over the land. And that is a great solution for slowing water. And the last one that I find particularly favorable is planting more native plants within your community. You can plant native plants almost anywhere, and it's a great solution for filtering out that water, which brings me to our vocabulary word for the day. So if you can, go ahead and stand up. What's the power of native plants? They filter. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson in our field trip, and we hope to see you out here sometime.